42nd Street. Transfer is available to the 1, 7, A, C, D, E, F, M, N, Q, R, and W.
I think one of the most cliche but also enjoyable things we wanted to do in Paris was have the classic picnic in the park at the base of the Eiffel Tower. We planned to go later in the day, so we happened to already be out and about exploring Paris. So we ended up jumping on some scooters and heading over to the Eiffel Tower probably around 5 p.m.
So once we got there, we looked around the park a little bit, took some pictures up at the very top of the park where you have like the Eiffel Tower in the background, like really small, and you can kind of do some funny pictures with that. And then we had to head out into the neighborhood around the Eiffel Tower to find like a really good grocery store that would have like champagne and bread and like all different kinds of food that we could get and bring back. So the grocery store we ended up finding really wasn't very far from the park. It was only a couple blocks into the neighborhood. Yeah. And from the time we left the park and went into the grocery store, got all of our stuff and came back, it really didn't take much more than like a half hour.
This was really neat because you could go in there and get pretty much anything you needed. So we got a bottle of champagne, we got some different meats and cheeses, as well as some fruit.
So if you end up being in kind of a time crunch, there are guys walking around the park selling, I think, like champagne and wine. And then there's like a little cafe where you can buy some different stuff, but it's definitely going to be way more expensive. So once the sun goes down, I think at the top of the hour, the light show starts.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, it's usually for about 5 or 10 minutes at the top of each hour that this light show goes off, and it is so beautiful. I think that's what surprised me the most is I was like, okay, this is gonna just be so cliche, kind of lame, whatever, but let's do it. And I was blown away.
So then after it got dark and we watched the light show, we packed up all of our stuff and headed back to the Seine River and hopped on scooters and rode the river all the way back to our neighborhood.
That was a really fun ride back too, because following the Seine River all the way home, we were riding the scooters, and in the background you could still see the Eiffel Tower just glowing and just being the beautiful thing that it is in the background. It was very cool.
Very cool.